is Ursula Wickers, and I'm going to be your professor during this short term. We have about a month and a week for the class, so as you will see, our class is going to be very condensed. When you log into the class, I want you to first read the syllabus. So I have the syllabus right here, and on the top you're going to find the basic information about the class and myself, the course description, the objectives, but where you really have to pay attention is the assignments. This is what it's going to be the core of our class. So we have discussion forums, and because this is where the learning is going to happen, it's where we have the most points, 200 points for the overall discussions during this semester or this month. So I have specific rules for the discussion board. So for the discussion board, it's going to require you to write your initial post not later than the first Thursday after the topic is launched. That means that you have to go over all the material and have your initial thoughts to the questions that I have posted by Thursday. Then you can reply, or you should reply to 2 other students and have that done not later than Sunday. So that does not mean that you only have to do 3 posts. You should be posting more than that, because the more you post and the more you participate, the more chances that you have to get points. So the way the points are granted is that the original thread, you should obtain 50 points. You're only going to get them if the content of your reply is worth those 50 points. When it's not, you're going to realize it, first of all, because you're going to be able to see it on your end, and second, because you will see that I will be asking questions and requiring you to get back to me with more information. So that is a clue for you to know that you have to go back and work more in that. It's important that you read all this information, and also that there's going to be 2 weeks, especially when we get to section 2 and section 3, where your initial post is not going to be due on Thursday, but probably on a Saturday or a Sunday, and you will get that information on the email that you will receive from me every Sunday night or Monday morning. So it's going to be a very late Sunday email or early Monday morning. Then we have here graded practices. So at the end of each chapter, or in this case at the end of each section, you're going to have a graded practice that you're going to have to do it on Connect Plus. That is why I have required that you get the access code to the online resource of the book. So the due dates are also in the module, and you're going to obtain a total of 100 points for that. Then you will have 2 quizzes. One is going to be halfway through the class, and the last one is basically at the end of the class. 100 points. That means that you are going to get the average of quiz 1 and quiz 2. That's going to be your final grade. And then we have the final project, which is a comprehensive assessment of all the terminology and the concepts that we're learning in the class. It's a project that it's divided into 2 pieces, and that we are going to see in a few. So you have to read and review the syllabus. You have here the spread points and letter grades, and then you have all the policies. I do not accept late work, so please be very sure of that. If you foresee that you're going to have a delay, make sure you let me know ahead of time so we can work it out. But do not expect me to grade paper or a graded practice or anything that has been turned in late if you haven't discussed that to me or with me before. So let's go back to the class. So you've read the syllabus, then this is the link that you're going to click to watch this video that we're looking right now. And then you have here the McGraw-Hill Connect Plus registration link, which is right here. When you click that, it's going to bring you to a screen where you have to register with your code. And once you register, you're going to be able to see our class that it's here. Once you're registered, you can go into summer 2017, and when this opens, this is what you're going to see. I'm going to switch this to student view so you can can see it. And it's all what you have. You have practice 1, practice 2, quiz number 1, practice 3, and quiz number 2. It's basically in the order that you're going to take them. You also get access to your book, and it depends on the bundle that you decide to buy. So this is where your practices and your quizzes are going to happen. Then let's go back to the class. I'm just going to go back to this. If you do not register, and if you don't follow all the steps to get into this, there's no way that you will get access to the practices. And one thing that I want you to know is that though I have included the link here for practice 1, when you open the link, what it does is it takes you to this screen where you really don't get anything, but it's just for you to be aware that you have to go to the practice. You have to do the login directly in McGraw-Hill. We have no interface between My Plymouth and McGraw-Hill. So I'm just going to close this and avoid any confusion there. The next thing that we will do here is, this is for your information. If you click on this folder, you're going to find all the rubrics that I use to grade your work. So when I do grade your discussion boards, there's a rubric here that's what I use. When I grade your final paper, you're going to find the rubrics here for the milestone 1 and the milestone 2. And right here we have the assignment for the final paper. So here is our final project. And what you're going to be working on is you're going to pretend that you are the marketing director for Mattel and you have been in charge of creating a new Barbie doll. So I'm going to give you information about the Barbie doll right here where it says Barbie's Brand Evolution. When you click this, it's a video where it's going to give you more information. You have the outcomes of the project, and you have here the elements that you should be covering. And then you have milestone 1 and all the information that you will be covering in milestone 1. And then you have milestone 2 and all the information that you should be covering on this one. When it comes to time, I'm going to do like special little videos for each of the milestones so that you can understand it. But your job this week is to read all the entire project and ask me any question about it so that I can address any doubt when I create the first video for the paper. If I don't get any question for you, my understanding is that you don't have any questions and that you guys are basically all set. So the best way to be successful in an online class is ask. Send me an email, put it on the special link that I'm going to have for the final project, or any way that you want to contact me. Okay, so these are the basics. Then we're going to go to our section 1, and this is how you're going to work the class. The first thing you will do every week is click the learning objectives and assignments, because this is what it's going to tell you what you need to accomplish. It tells you the objectives that you are going to accomplish. It talks to you about discussion forums and give you like a little idea. Like, I will not accept an answer that says, oh, I agree with what you said because I think it's a good idea. That is not telling me anything. If you agree with something, make sure that you support your answer with the reasons as to why you agree with what your peers are saying. And then we have class activities, and what I'm basically doing here is a checklist of all what you need to do. So if you print this page off and you go accomplishing every single thing and you just check it off, once you get to 5, that means that you are all set and you have done all what you needed to do for the class. So this is basically your guide of what you need to do every week. Then you have the class lecture for chapter 1. I give you additional videos to put into perspective the information that we have learned. You will have it for number 2 and for chapter 3, because that's all what we're covering in section 1. And then you have your discussion board. So you click on the discussion and you're going to see that I have here all the instructions. So I'm telling you to read chapter 1, 2, and 3 and go over all the links that I've posted in the module that refers to the class lectures and the videos that I just showed you before. I give you the tip of how to get the best answer, and then I have here all the questions. Every time I have a tip, it's good that you read it and take it into account when writing your answer. And then I have a little rule: just separate your replies 1 to 3 in the same way that I have given it here to you. And I give you that your first post should be not later than Thursday. So to add your post, you just click here, add a new discussion topic. You will write a title, and then you will go off on the information. If you want to attach a Word document, you are welcome to do it. But at the same time, I'm going to ask you to copy and paste all what you are sharing on a Word document right here. Because when you do that, the information is going to show on the main page in Moodle. When you don't do that, everybody has to download and click on the file, so you're just adding one more step to everybody in the class. So just for a convenience standpoint, it's good if you put all the information right there. And basically that's it. That's all what you need to do for this week. Then you take your practice and you're all set. You will see here that I have the dates. This section 1 starts on June 5th and finishes on June 11th. After this day, the 11th, I will not accept any work from this section. Then you go to section 2 and it gives you the dates from the 12th to the 25th. So when you click on the discussion board, for sure you don't have the same due date. It's not going to be Thursday, it's going to be different. So make sure you read that, because you're going to have a lot of information, and you also have a quiz due on this week or section. So this is basically how you are going to navigate through the class. Right here, you're going to find all the emails that I told you I was going to send on Sunday or Monday mornings. So you will get it on your email, but if by some reason you don't, then make sure that you click here on the announcements and you will find all the information that I have for you. So this is basically all what I have to share with you. If you have a question, please do not hesitate to contact me. The best way is to email me. If you ever decide to send me a text, make sure you introduce yourself so I know who I'm getting a text from. But those are the best ways to talk to me. If you want to schedule a Skype communication, we could do that, but let's coordinate that first by email. This is basically all what I have for you right now. I hope you have a wonderful month, and it's going to fly. It's going to be a lot of work for some moments, but then it's going to be very rewarding to have your credits gained in less than 2 months. So good luck, and I'm looking forward to work with all of you.